Hey Amar, Michael here, Ice Hopper. I'm out on my training run for Saturday, looking to get about 19 miles. And I figured I'd send you a little video diary because I'm doing a good bit of the route. So I just started the first climb. So how do I turn this around? Hang on. All right, we're back. This is the first climb. Down there is the bridge. You come over and you start up Walnut. Walnut is where I live. I'm right about mile marker 1 right now. And just up there you can see a star. That star is Mill Mountain. That is, let's say it's like the third or fourth climb, but it's the second mountain. I'm not sure I'll make it there today. To be determined. All right, hey, I'm back. 1.6, fuck, I can't talk. 1.6 miles. We're at the summit of the first climb. There's some bicycles to let you know. You got some easy running for a minute, which we'll see again as an omen of certain death. So I'm going straight, which goes down rolling hills for a few miles. But on our return journey, we're going up. More to come later. All right, just coming up on mile 4. About to finish those rolling hills. And you get a glimpse of Roanoke Mountain. This is the first big climb. You can see it in front of me. The peak is on the other side. And it's 2 miles up from the start. Not 2 miles from here, although I am going uphill. I have been for a half mile. So you really start this incline before you get to the bottom of Roanoke Mountain. I'll show you that in just a minute. The bottom starts out with a nice little scare. Okay, you can't really tell on the video. I just passed a sign that said steep winding road, but this is the start of Roanoke Mountain. It's 1 lane wide, no cars allowed at this time, and it is steep. It is really steep. There are portions like this I'm on right now that say like 2 or 3% grade. Just in front of me, you can see as it turns up, gets to 6 to 9% grade. There's a few places that are even 12. It is steep. And I misspoke earlier down there. That's the 5 mile marker. I said 4, my mistake. So in 2 miles, I'll be at the peak, but I'll have another update before then. All right, this is a little bit more than halfway up the mountain. We're about 20 miles from the finish line. There's a nice overlook view. You can see right in front of me the dark shape mountain. That's Mill Mountain with the star on it, where we were a little bit ago. There's a sign that reads Mill Mountain, elevation 1750. Elevation here, 1975. So that's a lot of climbing. Yeah. So here's a hot tip or whatever, I don't know. There are 2 big fake outs on this trail, run, I don't know. Where you get to this point on a huge climb and you start going downhill. So this is that point. It's just a parking lot. There's nothing, there's no people. There's not going to be on race day because you go downhill for just a moment. But it makes you think, oh shit, the hard part's over. Nope. All right, so this is the final push of Roanoke Mountain, about 1.8 miles into it. Just got down a nice little slope, felt like I caught my breath for a second. And then I'm going up, I don't know what percent grade this is, 8, 10. It's steep, and it's right at the end. I'll show you that in a second. Here we are, mile 2 of Roanoke Mountain, mile like 7 of the Blue Ridge race. So there's still 19 miles to go. Technically, I'm not doing that today, but it's a good view. It's really nice up here. Elevation 2161 is what a sign says. And yeah, so this is like 6.5 miles from my house. Makes for a really great half marathon if I want to really hurt, because that climb is brutal. So now I'm gonna go back down 2 miles, which is no easy trip, because going downhill at that grade is really tough. Really got to be careful, especially now. There's a lot of leaves, but I think they'll clear them off before the race. And I forgot to mention, when I was at 1.8 coming up the mountain, you saw the road became 2 lanes. That's where I am right now. You come up down there on the bottom and come up to where I am now and go back down over there. Typically, the downhill traffic would cut to the right and go down a different path, but that is washed out. So I don't think we're gonna run on it. We haven't run on it in a few years. So we're just gonna go down the same way we came up. All right, that's Roanoke Mountain. So this is cool. This is that overlook. I passed about halfway up, a little more than halfway up the mountain. It's a nice place to stop. I know on race day we're gonna be focused on other things like surviving, but over there, that's an antenna on Mill Mountain, because that's Mill Mountain. So earlier I came up just below that and then followed the ridge somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Over there, you can see the road down there that you come up that leads all the way up to here. So I'm about to do the exact same path going back. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the star today, up to the top of Mill Mountain. It's a 0.6 mile extra climb, and it's pretty brutal. We'll see how I feel. But that's where I'm headed. That's where the race heads. And then it continues on to Peakwood. That might be Peakwood. I don't know. I should look that up. But it goes a different way. That's for another day. I'll show you Peakwood sometime. Yeah. All right, so this is about mile 9, I think, or 8. I'm getting my math wrong. Whatever mileage it is. This is about the start of the climb up to Mill Mountain to the very top. You're going to the star. And it is a little less than a mile up to those bicycles you saw before. From those bicycles to the top is about 0.6 miles. So, still not totally convinced I'm going to make it to the star today, but we'll see. All right, I'm at the bicycles. I said, fuck it, I'm going for it. This is the road to the peak number 2 on the Blue Ridge Marathon. Mill Mountain, going to do the star. Well, I made it to the star, made it to the top. This is the overlook. On race day, it's jam-packed with people, all kinds of stuff. There's the star, by the way. It's right there. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I'm at mile 17 in my run, having done 2 peaks. I feel like that's pretty good. So I'm gonna go home. The path continues on over there and on down the face of this mountain, winding back and forth. There's some champagne on the way down on race day, and you pop out right in front of my house. So yeah, that's about the end of the video.